What's going on, people of YouTube? So, oh yeah, it's a beautiful day here today in South Carolina. Wow, this is really dark. What's up with that? I need to, maybe that'll help. Anyway, might help if I face the light, right? So, I did something this morning that I've been needing to do for a while now. As everybody knows, it's my truck, or one of them. I have one other at the moment, working on three. Anyway, so as you can see, well, let me walk around here. I have this big turd on here. I think it's a Kubota motor, but nonetheless, it's supposed to be an APU. When it was originally made, it was made by a company called Rigmaster, and Rigmaster, they weren't known for producing a good APU. They break down a lot. Eventually they went out of business or got bought or something, but anyway, they're not in existence anymore. You can barely get parts for those things. I've had this truck now for almost a year, and I'm gonna go back to the other side. It's too bright over there. In that time, I've never had that started. Let's go this way. There we go. So I've never had that thing started. And to be honest with you, it's dead weight. That thing weighs like 600 pounds. And if you could see all the wiring that goes under the truck from that thing, it is absolutely absurd. I'm fixing to gut that truck, do custom floors and everything else. And that's getting gone with, because it just doesn't make sense to have 600 pounds of dead weight sitting over there that I don't need. Anyway, so this morning, bye Mr. Woodby, I went to Harbor Freight and I purchased a Predator 3500 watt inverter generator. It's supposed to be the quietest on the market. So to be honest with you, I've watched videos on YouTube, and I was really impressed on the videos. I've really been impressed with the reviews, and 3500 watts is really more than I'll use most of the time. In the winter, it'll come in handy more. Another thing I'm fixing to do is put a mini split on the back of my truck, and there's going to be a tray going across the bottom here, in between this fairing and the fairing on the other side, and then the fan or inside split will be mounted right here in the wall. So there'll be a fan on the inside on the upper part of the wall. That's plenty enough to power it, which is quite amazing. So 1500 watts to run a mini split, 30 amps. That's when it first starts. There's a would-be right here hovering around me. Anyway, so having the mini split in, I wanted to be able to run my my cooker, my coffee maker, and other things of that nature while I was in the truck. There goes one of our other drivers. That's odd. Anyway, so Predator 3500 inverter generator. It's got a pull start. I haven't used it yet because right here, inside this little cover right here, there's a battery in there. It's got wheel lock. I can lock my wheels, which they already are locked. Here's the cool part. This little gas tank in this thing is only 2.5 gallons, 2.6 actually. But the amazing part is it runs for 11 hours on 2.6 gallons. My other generator was also 3,500 watts, open frame, which was mounted right here. And I'm having I ordered a toolbox to go here that'll be inside of to keep it out of the rain. But for now, there's going to be a bracket mounted right here and up in here, and it's going to be a platform, and that's where that'll sit with a grill cover on it. So check this out. So it has, well, if you can look around my strap, see if I can get close enough. So you got your start or off, run, and then start, starter button, and you have your ESC throttle, which once it starts and it warms up a little bit, you turn that on and it drops the idle even more to save gas. If you should overload it, there's a reset right here, and there's two resets right here, one for each one of the receptacles. There's also a larger 120 plug-in. They give you a plug for an RV conversion. So if I wanted to set this up on an RV conversion setup, which I may just do when I strip everything out of the inside and I'll rewire it, I'll set it up for that plug, and I'll run all my boxes and everything on the inside with a multi-selector switch to run between this and the alternator. So like when I'm driving down the road and this is not on, I can flip the switch on the inside of the truck, and my mini split will run off of my inverter, which is inside the truck. This way I don't have to run my AC that is actually powered by the engine, which will save me about 0.3 of a mile per gallon, which over the course of a year, you run, anywhere from 80 to 100,000 miles. That's a lot of fuel saved. So, anyway, but, yeah, so let me start it up. So I'm going to go straight to start because it's already warm out. I've had it started today, not here recently, but let's see, ESC is on. I'm going to leave it on. It should take right off without it, I'm thinking. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. So I'm standing right here next to it, and the wind came up. Wow, where'd that come from? Anyway, I'm standing right next to it, and I'm having no problem, talking. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me, which I'm sure you will be, or even over this. Now, if I shut the fuel economy off, it revs up a little bit, which I don't see the need for it. So, shut it back off. Let me go around the other side here real quick. See, you get back here at the back of the truck, and it's almost impossible to hear it. You get back up here, and you can hear it, but it's nothing drastic. So, and if you ever need to do any kind of maintenance, there's screws all over this thing, even on that back panel, where you can literally take it apart and do maintenance on it. There's a little door right here. You undo this little thumb screw, and that's how you do your oil and all that. So it's a pretty sweet little generator so far. I'm really impressed with it, just because it is so quiet. Good Lord, it's so quiet. It is just so quiet. It's crazy. Anyway, yeah, and it has a voltage output on it too. I don't know if you can see that. tells you what your output voltage is right at the moment, 123 volts. So it'll also tell you low oil, overload, and obviously your output. Alright, and shut it off. And there you have it. I did get inside the truck with my old generator, the open frame. Like I said, it was 3,500 watts. I could get in the truck and I could hear that very, very plainly. A lot of times I wouldn't run it and I would suffer just because I didn't want to run it around other drivers because the damn thing was so loud. This thing is definitely, without question, quieter than any of the APUs mounted on these trucks. So I'm really going to look forward to that. Once I get this thing mounted down here inside the box, I'm probably going to do a 20-gallon fuel cell, and I'm going to mount it up here right at the back of my, hold on a second, right here at the back of my fuel tank, on that bracket. And I'll make another bracket, so this way it can stand up off of this, or there'll be a platform there. It'll stand up on the platform, and it'll be on the back side of this, and I'll just wire it or plumb it for, for the big fuel tank. And I won't even need to really put fuel in here. It'll run directly off of the fuel tank. This way I've only got to fill it once a week. Well, figure 2.6 gallons a day. Let's say 12 gallons a week. I won't even need to run it that long, unless, of course, I get stuck somewhere during the day and I shut the truck off and I've got to run it during the day. Well, then at that point, I would use a little more. So anywhere from, 10 to maybe 18 gallons a week, or every week and a half. You're looking at, right now, I got gas earlier for this thing and it was $1.75 a gallon. Which that's the lowest I've seen it in years. Having said that, it literally cost me $4.80 to fill it. Okay, if I fill a 20-gallon fuel cell, it might cost me $17, somewhere in that area, and that'll last me a week and a half, or a week and a half at the most. All right, if that APU over there was running, that thing will use somewhere between 4 and 7 gallons a night. Okay, 4 and 7 gallons of diesel per night. Diesel right now is $1 more than gas. $2.85 in some places if you go up north. Down here, I just came back from Texas and it was $2.40. So let's say from Texas, you're still looking at $14 a night versus $4 a night. I'm saving $10 a night. At the end of the week, that's $60 or more that I've put back in my pocket by buying this. Granted, with the big warranty on it, which was 2 years, parts and labor, they said if anything was wrong with it, bring it back, they'll give me another one. Out the door was $1,032. That was weird. Anyway, $1,032. That's well worth it. That is absolutely well worth it. So I'm really looking forward to using this thing. I think it will make my sleeping a whole lot more enjoyable because my head is literally right here. And the old open frame generator was right here. So, I mean, there's literally 3 foot between an open frame generator and my head. And like I said, it was loud. So until I took my Z-Quil and fell asleep, I would sleep most of the night until it finally woke me up. That one, I probably won't even wake up. You can't even hear that from inside the truck. I turned the ESC off and got back in the truck, and I could very lightly feel the vibration, but I couldn't hear it. So I'm thinking, even if I put a load on it and it revs up, I still don't think I'll hear it enough to really say that it's worthy of being heard. So I'm really looking forward to it. Later down the road, once I run my AC, which I've got to go to my shop and put the AC back in here, or the portable one that I've got, I'm going to put that in here and run that for now until I get my mini split. Did I just spit? I don't know. Anyway. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video on that and show you, if you need a generator, that's the way to go right there. Definitely look into it. Now, they do have a smaller version of this. It's a 2,000 watt, and it's about half the size and half the weight. That one is $500 with the 2-year warranty is like $730, I think it was. But this is good for me. So anyway, you can't beat that. Anything goes wrong with it, take it back, they give you a new one. So you can't beat that with a stick. Anyway, YouTube, I just thought I'd post a video on that one. I think I am going to go grab me a cold one. Yes, I did say that. It is... I love my watch. Anyway, it is 5:23. And as they say in Margaritaville, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Anyway, y'all stay safe, stay crazy, not too crazy. I keep looking down here. Y'all stay safe, stay crazy, not too crazy. Later.